Imagine Johann Hari sitting in a quiet cafe in London, scrolling through endless charts showing depression rates climbing every year, nearly doubling in some places since he was a kid. But why, despite the pills and therapy, why does anxiety keep ballooning across entire countries? That's the puzzle, one that's not about brain chemistry alone. Hari leans closer to the clues, discovering something entirely unexpected about what really ripples through our minds. Hari's journey starts with a simple, haunting observation: modern life is fraying our most basic human connections. But what does missing connection really look like? It's more than loneliness, it's a seismic shift beneath the surface of your daily world. When Hari was deeply depressed, a friend urged him to visit his elderly neighbor who shared stories about the neighborhood before everyone moved away. That small moment, real, raw human exchange shook something in Hari. It wasn't medication or therapy that changed him, it was reconnecting with real stories and faces in his community. Think of your brain like an intricate city wired with roads, each connection a vital highway for mood and meaning. When these neural highways crumble from social isolation or on-the-job drudgery, traffic jams in our minds cause anxiety and depression to surge. Hari argues we're starved of these organic connections in our hyperdigital age. Surprisingly, countries with tighter social bonds see far less depression, even with less access to medication. Hari reveals studies where community projects like group gardening or neighborhood meetups cut depression rates by nearly half. Real connection, it turns out, is a powerful, cheap, and overlooked antidote. Hari's investigation slips into the workplace, the engine room of modern misery. What if your stressful job isn't just a grind but a core driver of dread? The story here challenges everything you've been told about success and happiness. Hari interviews Martin, a marketing executive in London who wakes up most mornings the stomach in knots. Despite a six-figure salary, Martin feels invisible and useless at work, like a cog in a massive, indifferent machine. This chronic meaninglessness hijacked his mood, eventually spiraling into debilitating anxiety. Meaninglessness isn't just a feeling, it's like drinking poison daily. Hari explains it's because work deprived of purpose chops off a vital connection to why we do what we do, cutting us off from our deeper selves. It's mental suffocation, the slow leak of your soul's oxygen tank. The breakthrough: jobs designed around meaningful outcomes, helping people or creating something real, work like natural antidepressants. Hari highlights experimental companies encouraging workers to shape their roles, lifting depression and anxiety by up to 50%. Purpose isn't fluff, it's brain food. You're thinking drugs or therapy, common answers. Hari pushes past that, revealing how fixing our lost connections can be faster, deeper, and yes, drug-free. But it demands a revolution in how we understand mental health. Hari digs into the booming prescription rates in the West, uncovering a blunt truth: anxiety and depression aren't just brain chemicals out of whack. The root causes lie in torn social fabrics, childhood trauma, and modern isolation. A pill often treats symptoms, not the actual wounds. Enter social prescribing, a simple but radical concept where doctors prescribe social activities instead of meds. In one English town, this approach slashed depression referrals by over 30%, replacing pills with pottery classes, creative writing, and volunteer groups. It's medicine that rebuilds connections, not just brain chemistry. Hari argues that real mental health clinics today are community centers, gardens, and gathering spots, places where people find meaning, purpose, and belonging. Inverting the medical model this way doesn't just offer hope, it changes the entire story we tell ourselves about depression and anxiety. Remember that quiet London cafe at the start? The city where Hari found the spiral of despair wasn't a mystery of brain chemistry alone. It's the everyday fractures in our connections, in our jobs, in the fabric of our lives. So here's one thing you can do right now: reach out, send a message, join a local meetup, or just call someone. Real recovery often starts where connection begins. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.